Because oh man, I just rolled across this lady. She claimed to be a Washita Moor, but she said the exact same thing, was that they, I guess, whatever these lower density beings, they create this turmoil because they know gets the rise out of us, and our reactions emit energy, and they literally feed off of it. And that sounds like what you just said about these lower dimension beings. It just tied back to me, and I'm like, can we talk about Sophia? I don't even know who Sophia is. It just tied back.
I just ran. I was reading something online, and I can't remember what it was, and I said I gotta dig into it because I'm at work. So I'll be typing stuff in, doing stuff at work, and then I don't remember where I've been and got stuff from.
Miss Troy, you're supposed to be writing this down, Missy.
Peace and power, YouTube family. I'm just giving you all some of this vibration.
Oh man, that's crazy. Can't read because I don't know what I'm about to be scared. Because every time I talk,
Okay, it says, let me see. Oh, we see it on a macro and micro level. This planetary body is veiled, and underneath this veil is this humanity that is swimming in a lower density pool ruled by lower entities that grab onto anything that they can to fulfill their agenda. This traces back to the way the Anunnaki felt about the ancient ones in desiring to create a slave race that would be ignorant to their own true origins. This mentality and system are known as archons, which are the lower alien races such as the reptilians, the draconians, and the greys, and other beings that are either fallen entities from a higher system or the forces that the Demerge craftsman, Lord Creator God, emanates, the archangels being the more positive end of it. Many already know about these darker entities and how they are the force behind most power structures in the world. They originated before the earth came into existence, but they are not generators or originators or the true creator. They are imitators, and certain technologies are the tools they use to dominate, control, and act as so-called gods. Because they have no inspiring influence or ability to enlighten, they breed, clone, and use genetics in an invasive way to spread their influence. The military-industrial complex has thrived. Y'all so funny.
I didn't share the picture. I'm like, this is. Oh man.
Okay, so the military-industrial complex has thrived on secrecy, and even as disclosure will happen, it will most likely be done in a manipulated way, never fully revealing why it has been kept secret and what was done behind our back for all these years. Disclosure is happening amongst us, though, and if we can really integrate and understand other valuable truths, we will be protected against them using disclosure to then introduce false concepts that can further draw us into their web of deceit while allowing the other secrets to slowly be brought into our world. As the introduction of human robots, which act as human weapons, and ET wars that could be fake or real slowly start to show themselves, this is all a part of a meme that we do not have to participate in. Even if we witness aspects of a catastrophic timeline, we have a choice to not venture down that path, and there are ways to avoid it. Everything we see happening reveals the health of the collective whole that other beings and races reveal as extensions of ourselves, as we are extensions of the many dimensions emanating the ones that match our vibratory frequency. If we are not a part of the problem, then we don't have to engage in their battles and dramas. Y'all want me to stop?
Yes.
Y'all want to keep going or stop?
No, she said, I'm good. You can keep going.
It says most of what has been happening in secrecy, though, has created an inevitable drama, as they have been spending trillions of our tax dollars on agendas that only serve their elitist mentalities. This includes off-planet colonies with the use of teleportation and time travel, and the targeting of individuals who they perceive as a threat. The secret space program, also MK weapons, HARP, underground bases, and strategic false flag events to further draw us into their manipulative pit like 9/11 did. Dark rituals.
I gotta fit my tea on that.
You know. It says dark rituals, horrific child abuse, and the creation of agents and slaves to serve them use the knowledge of the occult to infect the planetary body with negative frequencies that is food to them. This is how they sustain power and influence behind the curtain. This keeps creating fear, pain, and negative feelings that is a life force that they live on. As awful as this all sounds, there's a way out. This is why it is crucial that we understand the concept of Christ Sophia consciousness and how these lower forces have affected our DNA and produced this junk DNA unused and unactivated, and how that connects to the planetary body and it veils and the suppression of the goddess. It is not a new agey thing. This is ancient. It doesn't need to be labeled. It is not about the physical even or being a female. It is about creation and what we are up against and how much the scales have been tilting towards the warmongers and control freaks. This is a way to soften it all and return the power to Gaia. Did you bring up Gaia before, Fallon?
Yep, in the Transformers movie. Who was I talking to about the Transformer movie and that old Optimus Prime went there?
You talked about it several times actually.
And you say it was in the Power Rangers movie too, Mother Earth? Or was that Captain Planet?
That was Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Remember, because I think Oprah, not Oprah, but Whoopi Goldberg used to do her voice back in the day. And in a sense, I don't know about Sophia, but how you describe it would make sense because if they always trying to suppress, I don't know, my spidey sense is tingling about some kind of, black female spirituality, then that would make a lot of sense. Because they already tell us it's all man, God is male, man, that's distorted and set. So it makes you wonder. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's how I got to looking into Sophia.
How?
From the Transformers?
From that Transformer movie.
So she was in...
Because I wanted to know why...
she was in the movie?
Yeah, but it wasn't that name. It was like Gaia or something like that. And they kept trying to keep this feminine power from rising.
In the Transformers movie? In the movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they was looking for the sword so they could use the sword to kill her.
I bet.
Because that was the only sword. The sword of Uriel, or Ariel, was the only sword that could kill her.
That makes sense because it's just like...
the last Transformer movie.
It makes sense because it seems like anytime a female comes up and we're trying to... I ain't gonna say get to the level of the men, but when we're trying to embrace our men, it's just like, no. It's like an all male thing. It's just like, to me, that shouldn't even feel right. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, it takes even two to make a life. So everything has the balance. And it seems like then when you speak out about it, you under attack.
Yo. I had tried to Google her because I thought it was like on Wikipedia. They said that Sophia ties to Gnosticism. I don't know. I know that that's some kind of form of Christianity or something like that. But I think it has a lot more like magical aspects, however you want to describe it. But then they said they see the Mother Mary as the incarnation of Shekinah and Mary Magdalene as the incarnation of Sophia. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
No.
Okay. Well, in the movie, what's the name of that movie? They were looking for the movie with all the codes and stuff.
Da Vinci Code?
Yeah. They ended up.
I got that movie too. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Right.
Wait a minute. Because they said the little white girl was the direct descendant of Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So, they were doing all that fighting and protecting and searching, and it ended up being a female at the end instead of that male that everybody was looking for.
Yeah. But y'all see how she had to do her dirt though.
And then
she had like she couldn't just flat out say, she couldn't flat out openly, because she was on the side of the evil people at first. Remember, she was on the cops. You know what I mean? She peeped game and was like, oh my gosh, okay.
Okay, so what about what's that other movie? It's another movie. The Matrix. When Neo met Trinity and he said, I thought you were a guy. And she said, right. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. They've been dropping that same thing in movies too.
Yeah. And then the lady, what was the black lady? They had to go to her to get the information before he got to Trinity, the Oracle.
Yeah.
And she was blind.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sophia. And her name is Sophia.
The Oracle?
The lady that wrote The Matrix.
No.
I'm not messing with y'all tonight. I'm not messing with y'all. Wow. Her name is Sophia. I don't know.
Man, I'm writing this down.
Let me find out you taking notes.
Girl, I'm not playing no more because it's so much stuff that we have talked about. I'd be like, I know we said this, and I know in my spirit I know stuff be tying together, but I can't pinpoint. So something to start. I wrote all kind of crap down. Right. Now, what do y'all think about when we look at the language? The name Sophia has the Ephah measure in it, and Ephah was the serpent, right? The mixed measure.
The mixed measure.
There's two serpents on that.
Right.
And remember, Moshe had his serpent, and his serpent ate up the Egyptian serpent.
That day we talked, Ms. Joyce, I started trying to dig into Moshe. Well, let's finish with Sophia first. Hold on. What else?
Okay, so I'm gonna finish reading. Okay. It says the lust for wrong. Is that what I left off at? Yep. It says the lust for our powerlessness and blind faith. Did I already read that? No. Powerlessness and blind faith is further exacerbated by the use of mind control and microchips that do not allow individuals to access their inner voice and their connection to the source. So some people are directly involved in the programs, usually beginning in infancy, and others are in a kind of trance as the ELF microwave frequencies that are emitted from our TVs keep us locked in a lower mindset that is obsessed with the lives of others and consumerism. the nerve toxins of chemtrails keep us in a state of nervous system disorder, as we also are infected emotionally and physically by delusional feelings alongside a deep and powerful longing to be free because things are just not right. The lower alien races and their technologies choose Earth allies to create programs with, and they exist on Earth and in underground bases, particularly the graves, for breeding programs in the attempts to destroy the will of nature, the soul, and the higher consciousness of all, so that they can run the universe and have ultimate domination and hide away in their off-planet colonies until perhaps they can come back to Earth and rule or take it beyond the stars and let Earth just self-destruct. Unity, consciousness, and the return of the divine feminine to restore balance, nutrition, higher love, and wisdom, the pulling of our energy away from feeding the false system. And that makes sense because what brought us all together is our love for our people and how passionate that we are about this information. So that makes a lot of sense. Feeding the false system and choosing to detox, deprogram, and support the causes that count and are where we can best direct our energy. It is important to have the realization that we are part of this planetary organism, Gaia, which is essentially the body of the goddess who morphed into the planet.
Didn't hear you, Harley.
I'm just in shock probably because I dropped down. All those pictures that have been circulating around of Earth, but it's like in the shape of a woman. It's Earth, but it's like a feminine picture because it's shaping. Okay, so what it said was, it is important to have the realization that we are a part of this planetary organism, which is Gaia, which is essentially the body of the goddess who morphed into the planet and whose womb is both the cosmic and earthly. Gaia is multidimensional and has embodiments of her.
Really hear you.
I ain't messing with you. You know what?
No, I'm saying it's going like in and out.
Yeah.
Really? Hold on. Let me check the connection. Come on, computer. Don't start being shady. Yep. The bar is all down. That's why. Okay, so am I steady now?
It sound better.
And I don't know what to do. Okay. You so funny. Okay, so I forgot where I was. Okay. It is important to have the realization that we are a part of this planetary organism, Gaia, which is essentially the body of the goddess who morphed into the planet and whose womb is both the cosmic and earthly. Gaia is multidimensional and has embodiments of herself on Earth who act as a bridge to the higher worlds and multi-dimensions. Through the cycles of Venus as a unified field, we are capable of lifting these veils and creating global transformation. And it's a whole lot more to read. So y'all, I'm going to link this in the description box. I will not. I mean, this is not working. I'm like,
girl, why ain't you use for it? And look at me tomorrow.
Right.
Oh my God. Same. Sorry, y'all.
Girl, you held your snacks up and everything.
That's why I was saying this weekend. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I was saying this weekend from that other that we watched from the other thing for our energy, spiritually, physically, mentally, be on a high vibration.
Right.
I'm deleting my social media tomorrow. Well,
you are? All of it? I'm like,
I'm not gonna even smoke any cigarettes this weekend.
I'm deleting my Facebook because it's getting hard to try to vibrate higher because they just, child, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And then at this stage, I have tried to just mostly spit like, and I can't even say it's truth, but just stuff to get people to think outside the box to recognize that something ain't right. And they still just. So I got to the point where I'm like, I have planted my seeds. Those with ears have heard. Those with eyes to see have seen.
Right.
They don't get it by Monday. Then I catch y'all on the flip side. Teddy ain't got the number.
I am so proud of you.
I can't do it. Like, I'm starting to realize how important that energy is. And then going on Facebook, I feel like I can put out so much more than I'm trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And they still refuse to see, so straight.
Okay, so what am I gonna give up? I'm gonna give up weed. Oh Lord.
I want to tell you something. Hold on, where is it at? I want to tell y'all something. You said you was talking about Gaia in the way you described her. And where I wrote it at. A lot of the stuff that I have been looking up, it does lead back to Egyptian deities, if you will. Mm-hmm. But you know, I feel like there's still a message in all of that too. Like I keep trying to peel back the layers to figure out who's the true ultimate creator, in which I'm starting to wonder if that's even describable. So it brought me to, if I can find the daggone thing, it was Oh, y'all talk about something real quick while I look it up. I can't see from this salt lamp. Over here.
Because you were saying that Sophia even had an ephah measure in it.
Yeah.
Everything in that Bible has the ephah measure in it. Everything. And we have to sort through it to find the truth. That's why in Matthew, when it said, and I was going to do this when we did the next video, but I'm going to say it now. So in Matthew, when it talked about when Jesus was saying the kingdom of heaven is like unto a woman who had a measure of meal. And she put 3 measures of yeast in this meal, and it leavened the whole lump. So the 3 measure of yeast, which is the ephah measure, which is the measure of the fallen, y'all know that, is that and so it leavened everything in that Bible. So everything in that Bible is tainted, and you have to dig for the truth. And you don't get it until we use the Hebrew Aramaic words to find out what exactly was being said when those scriptures was written, because we know they took those scriptures and they used their words there, and they took our words out, used their words, and so now the whole lump has been leavened.
And I'm thinking about how literally they invert everything. So everything, like this is gonna sound real crazy, and I promise y'all I ain't off my rocker. It's just information at this point. But me trying to learn how to learn the characteristics of our enemy and how they do invert stuff, they go into grave detail about the devil and things like that. And I've been looking, and what if I think the difference between devil, Satan, Lucifer, what's some other names? All of that. It's a difference between all of that, but how we've interpreted their English language, we lump it all into one lump sum. I don't know how to get to the point I'm trying to make, but I just think that we probably, side note, should probably eventually look into the devil and all of that. I think we might be surprised.
We've been looking into them on our Finding Jesus videos.
Yes.
We
Y'all
have.
find the Jesus videos. We digging into it. Right now we're digging into Lucifer and Jesus, and we're proving that they are the exact same people.
Right.
The morning star and the day star.
Mm.
Well, hold on, let me show. Okay.
Let me show.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I know I need to wrap it up. This is a lot.
Over there in the dog, she been in the dog photo on the computer. that girl.
Shy, more than that, Shane. More than that.
You funny.
More than that. But just to go back to the other thing real quick, the Egyptian, where is it at? The basically like the creation story. They have, it was Gab and Newt, I want to say, that had Set, and Set basically is Seth in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if the story of Gaia, because I think that's a Greek story, isn't it, Gaia? Or am I making that up? Is Gaia a Greek?
Yeah. It's Greek.
So when you, of course, they stole everything. So I'm wondering if Gaia and Newt are similar. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's something like in the hieroglyphs, it's the big circle, and then you have one in the circle. There's a is it a hippopotamus? And then you have like these pillars of people all around the circle. And then you have an outer circle, and then you have a human, black female on the outside. And it's a video. I'll probably send it to you so you can link it to the video if you want to. And it just goes through that whole story. So I'm trying to see where does it all blend in, and then from that point, where's the hijack there? How do we go from that point? So I'm just wondering. It's crazy that y'all brought this up because that's what I had looked at the other day while I was in the trenches.
So I'm pulling up just to get an idea of what you're saying. I have to have an understanding. I put in Goddess Gaia and Gaia Newt, so I'm just looking through the images, seeing.
Egyptian god. And because the story of Set, and remember he has the same roots as Satan, so or Shaitan, the S or Shah and Ta. So it's like, and you know the story, like how many times we done been over that Cain, Abel, and Seth story in our private conversations. You know what I'm saying? It just, I'm trying to figure out where it makes sense. So Seth's parents were Geb and Newt. I didn't get past that far, but I'm just pointing out that that's what had happened, and I feel like there might be a connection somewhere, and that's why I was like, we might have to look into Lucifer versus Satan versus the devil, which I have started a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, am I making sense? Is y'all looking blank in the face?
Right. I'm just trying to wrap around. You said Seth, and I was thinking in the Bible, Seth when he was born. Mm-hmm. Is that what you were talking about? Mm-hmm. Geb and Newt.
Now I didn't get far into Geb, the father, because it mostly talks about the mom. And if you click on, like, if you look set up on Wikipedia, it'll have a picture and it'll say who his family was. And then when you click on Newt, then you can probably learn about her. But she goes back to.
Why is these people interrupting me? calling, and I'm on the phone. Lord, I have to reset that.
You know what? Well, I'm looking at a picture of Gaia, and clearly it's a sister.
Yeah, she was a sister on Captain Planet too.
Oh.
She was a sister on Captain Planet too.
Wow. And that makes sense to what I was thinking earlier when I said it was a post on Instagram. So the girl, of course, y'all know I'm extra petty with my social media. Like I'm coming for you. I don't care if you logged in. Yes. So she put on there that she is a brother had put a picture of different shades and it was like a womb. It was a painting though. And he was saying only, the sisters can bring forth light, shades of all these colors. And she commented, of course, what made me mad is just like you lurking in the comments. So when he big up in his sister, here you go. And she's like, I don't see what difference it made. We all bleed the same color or something, you know what I'm saying?
Actually,
right. And I just, I wasn't going to let that fly. I waited to see was anybody else going to say something. I would have preferred him saying something. Because it's just like we fight tooth and nail for our men, but when it's time to fight for us, it's just like, why did you pause? You should have nipped that in the bud when it was coming. You know what I'm saying? I really think you should have deleted it. But that's your page. I'm going to go in your comment section and get it together for you. That's how, and we ended up going back and forth, and she was telling me she's Sioux, Cherokee, and Blackfoot. And I'm like, girl, you not now one of them. Like, let me clear you on up.
You not now one of
them.
Now. But even still, it's funny because they'll claim that 3% and forget the 97%. But let me say, I'm 3/5 anything. Oh, that is cultural appropriation. Yes, and they're mad that we're finding out who we are. But she kept going back and forth, and then she was like, well, my grandparents were, and I'm like, everybody that you asked that looked like you, talking about who their grandparents used to be. Girl, we ain't believing that. Like, no, your grandparents clearly, if you're white with blonde hair and blue eyes, your grandparent couldn't have been no Blackfoot. I'm sorry. So then she brought her mama. They bought in for $5. Right, and that's what I was telling her. Exactly. I told her that. And she was very mad. She brought her mama to her Instagram. And she was like, well, my mama said that. I'm like, girl, I live for this. Like, let me tell you what to tell your mama. Since she getting it, tell your mama somebody lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't happen like that. But she ended up she had the 3 Indian names on her page, so she ended up taking it off after we had that little interaction. Like, take that down. You wrong. Take it down. Like, we is coming for y'all. I'm not finna sit and watch y'all lie and continue to lie. No. But yeah. That is so petty, ain't it? No, so petty. I wouldn't have got her together, so today she gonna I tagged her in a picture of the Blackfoot and what they look like. So she was like, could you stop tagging me? I know who my grandparents were. Y'all are so petty with me because y'all having a good old laugh. She was like, can you stop tagging me? Because I have been tagging her so you can know what these people look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to help you see the big picture. Right.
I got it like that president.
Right.
I know what an Indian look like. And they don't look Indian to me.
Right. Right. Now, if Trump know what the Indians look like, we're going to go for it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, girl. So I said, well, before you get my page took down, I'm just going to block you. But I was just bringing the knowledge to your page. So you can't say you didn't know. Now you know. Right. You know. It ain't you. Next. I'm going to start tagging y'all when I'm shooting bullets in the comment section.
Oh, my Lord. Oh.
Yeah, we petty. We are. we tired. We fed up. We just trying to pull together to get this information out here. Okay, so I see who Nut is. You told me to go on Wikipedia and look up who?
Well, I was saying that the story of sect
Okay.
mirrors some stories that have something to do with like being kicked out of heaven, or, and I think what I read, and don't quote me on this, but it was something to the effect of his mother Newt was like the supreme, I guess, being or whatever, and of the earth or whatever, and he ended up getting jealous because he thought that once he was born, he should get some kind of shine, but it was as if he was, you know, me and you the son, but mama get all the shine. And from there, he started to try to cut up. You know what I mean? You know the story about falling from grace and whatever. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting.
I mean, well, that would be a reverse of their story, because what I saw the other day was this dude was tagging me in dog pictures. And then he put up there the information showing that white people have, their hair is literally dog hair. It's the same makeup. So it would be their story. Why they like to kiss the dogs in the mouth and stuff. Can't it? It is there. Yeah, we be cutting up on the phone when we ain't on camera, but we finna start sharing all these because we be too much.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know they be kissing them dogs in the mouth.
That's why we can't shoot them or fight them or do none of that. We'll be in jail for the rest of our life over a dog.
Right. And that's why they put us in jail over dogs. Them they people. Let's be clear.
There's a book of Newt, you guys, and there's a myth of Newt and Ra, because Newt goes back to that god. I mean, the cow with the horns and the one who arches over the earth, the sky goddess, which is similar to Gaia, because in Captain Planet, she used to kind of like appear in the sky or whatever. They had to like tune in to hear from her, but she would appear in the sky to them too. Man, somebody go on YouTube and look up an old Captain Planet episode with Gaia in it. The old one with Whoopi Goldberg voice.
Hold on, let me see if I could.
But while you're pulling that up, it says you're talking about the myth of Newt and Ra, because Ra we already know goes back to Thoth, Tahuti, Hermes Trismegistus, all of that, right? And it says that he was the second to rule the world, according to this myth, according to the reign of the gods. And they bring up Thoth, who was the god of wisdom.
So
but it ties back to the horns, which would. Okay. So if people are following, I'm about to call out. If people are following Egyptian mythology and the Egyptian gods, and everybody was under one consciousness at some point and was serving similar gods. They were the same one, maybe different names, but it was the same energy and entity. That might be why you see all these horns. I'm not saying this is true, just deducing it. That's why you might see all these horns from throughout time over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? And then, it says she is the daughter of Shu and Tefnut. Now, I ain't read this before. And her brother is Geb.
Her brother is Geb?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Am I back?
Yeah, I got one of those, and I'm going to have to find it. Because I have one of those Egyptian god books breakdown by, I forgot the man's name. And it's teaching the 42 laws and all that. I have that book. It's a big, gigantic, thick book like that. And it breaks down all the gods, their brothers, their sisters, everybody of Egypt, and what their animal part is and what their animal part mean, and who they were kin to and who they were married to. I'm going to find it, take a picture of it, and send it to you guys so y'all could see it. Because I done forgot the name of the man who did it.
This is my question, because a lot of this stuff is riddled with incest as well. And I'm just sitting here, Newt and Geb had sex, right? But Newt and Geb are brother and sister. they brother and sister. So my whole point in all of this, I'm trying to figure and learn this part out because I feel like it's gonna really be a stepping stone to get back to the truth. Because when we was going through the language and all the stuff we've learned, there are reasons why all this stuff is happening the way it did. Somewhere spiritually, somebody effed up and threw everything off. And I feel like everything we keep learning up until that point is the throw off. I could be wrong, but I feel like everything is the throw off. And by learning through this stuff, because if all the other religions are taken from Egyptian mythology, because it's the oldest one that they know of, then who was before them? You see what I'm saying? Or who were the deities before them? How do you keep going back and back and back?
Nimrod. Nimrod, but that's still Egypt.
You see what I'm saying?
Nimrod worship, but that's still Egypt. That's still man worship.
Now, there's something to do with Egypt. I'm not saying anything. Hey.
Atlantis, Lemuria, Mu. Why is these people keep calling me?
We can't hear it, man.
Huh?
We can't hear it.
You know, Ms.
Y'all
Joy.
can hear it?
Ms. Joy got to get them together, and then she gonna share the video. And we talk about them on the video.
Right.
Ms. Joyce, did you get my message?
Which one?
That I said we recording.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm looking like the crib keeper. You know I be having to get my life together, but oh well, now shit. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, that's why I ain't mention it. It's more time friendly. Cause y'all know we be on the road,
Calling back.
Okay, so
hold on 1 second. He ain't gonna stop.
Okay. I'm just thinking like you said the gods. Hold on. I got stuck back when you was talking about Set. You say his mom is Geb and
well, his mom was
Newt.
And Geb, which Newt and Geb. So you have Seth. Then his mom is Newt. Dad is Geb, right? But Geb and Newt are brother and sister, and they had Seth, which is gross in my opinion, but it's just me. Incest. But the whole idea of Newt is when you think about all of these deities and all of this worship, like even up until today, they all serve as some kind of cow goddess, some with horns, with the moon in the middle, which is symbolic of Ra and Hathor. It's the same thing over and over and over, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody can correct. But it appears to be the same story as like Hathor and Ra and all of that. But they came later. This is the earlier version of it.
Isis, Osiris, and
all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. All of that. So I guess the fact that we keep running into the same story over and over again, I'm trying to figure out when is it not that story?
Right.
And let me start from there, because I feel like there's some stuff that we're supposed to be doing. Obviously, all the stuff that you just said, because that keeps being recurring in everything I look at, read, watch, diet, exercise, energy, all of that. So I feel like it might be something else we could be doing to be a little bit more proactive. I could be wrong about that too, but we won't know till we dig and keep digging.
Well, we're on the right.
Okay, can y'all?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all see me?
No. Well, I think we're on the right path. I think we're on the right path because we're trying to raise our vibration. That's number one. If we're on a lower level, we definitely have to get past that.
I will agree. That I will agree to everything you said, because some of the videos that I've been watching, like I have been venturing on that side of YouTube, and some of the videos that I watch, even non-melanated people, they talking about the same thing about raising your vibration because there's I don't know if it's a pole shift, but there's a shift happening and it's something around the solar eclipse that's supposed to happen next week. That I don't know. Let's talk about all kinds of stuff. But it says that if you are vibrating at that lower frequency, then you're going to get caught up and swallowed up, literally like you just said, which makes sense. Because when I look at my Facebook, everybody is so woe out. Not upset, but woe out over everything that's going on. And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm back here like, child, get my damn nuts. Because I already know what's up. I'm unbothered. I'm feeling damn good moment. So to see those two parallels, it put it into perspective. They're gonna fall into the damn trap, having depression and anxiety. Some of them probably might even go out there and cut up. Right. And be right in my damn house. Talking about, child, look at all that. That's a mess.
Okay. Did y'all see? Yeah, cause y'all remember in the Matrix, that lady didn't never leave that apartment. They came to her, baby.
That's me, man. If I ain't working, I'll be in my house.
That lady did not.
Like that's why I say we.
He's so funny.
So, but yeah. So that's where I stopped at on that particular thing because I went into set and talking about Moshe and all that kind of stuff in my little notebook, but I guess it's good to know. But even from that, like that point, you still go backwards. I need to find out what the hell the serpent thing. Really wrap my mind around the understanding of the serpents and what that means.
I'm just thinking. And what you was saying, Ms. Joyce? What you was trying to say?
I was saying that's why I was saying this weekend, give up, your bad stuff. Yeah. What we consider bad. And I said I was only going to eat fruit and vegetables this weekend and drink lots of water. Now, I was talking about charging the water, sitting it outside in the sun, letting the sun hit it, the water and your tea and stuff, and trying to stay positive and let our intentions and all that be good, and don't do it. And after, and especially during the time of that eclipse, because y'all know I've really been trying to figure out what's the good and what's the bad in it. But if we keep our vibrations up and we keep positive and good energy, because it's a lot. And it's a lot. Y'all know it. Y'all already know it's a lot going on. There's a lot they trying to get started. But our vibrations got to be very high. And whatever bad, negative thing come, we're going to have to find a way to, override that, even in our homes, in our houses, so that, when it passes over, that 24 hours after the fact, we stay on that positive, because when the earth gets ready to change, because it's been a change, it's gonna be a great change. You're gonna have some falling out too.
Oh yeah.
But I sent y'all a video, so y'all watch that.
Okay.
That was you serving us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it before I go to sleep tonight. But what Ms. Joyce is talking about is it's a channel called Aphrodite Stone, and yeah, she's a melanated sister that she makes her own cards and she reads them, and I used to subscribe to her and check out some of her information. So if y'all want to just look it up on your own, feel free. We got VIP Ms. Joyce, shoot it to the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's so petty. Y'all got to get y'all to Ms.J. I'm telling you.
What is this video? Am I going to be woke up?
Probably. The last
I told her we always vibrating on the same frequency, so even if we don't talk,
right.
we still be on the
but
same.
we're gonna have to talk this weekend, and we gotta be comical, and we got to have a good time for an hour or two on the phone.
Just to keep that going.
So either Saturday or Sunday.
Oh yeah, they don't even know they finna get woke. I seen her. Okay, so question. People like her.
Is that a new phone?
Girl, no girl. Look at this.
You
Can
know
you see
what?
that? Wait a minute.
You know what? Po phone.
I'm looking online. I'm gonna get me another one. But
It looked new though, from a distance. So,
Eddie.
From a distance.
This is what I wanted to ask y'all. Okay, this is what I wanted to ask y'all because I don't know about you guys, but I keep running across people doing magic. Every time I dig, it leads me to some people doing some kind of magic, which doesn't scare me. But I'm trying to make sure I ain't opening my energy field to receiving any kind of hijack. And when I see certain, I'm not saying Aphrodite, what's her name in particular, because I haven't watched all her videos, but I just want to know if it's just me or if anybody else in there.
Yeah, I was the same way because I'm like, ooh, that's evil.
right. Right.
I'm like, I'm looking into that too because, like I said, even the stones for protection, you know, the crystals, the quartz, and all that, the copper. We all know the healing that's in the copper, and then the crystals that you wear that produce healing and protection. Oh, I'm getting me some.
Right.
Oh yes, you are.
Now, if that's magic, you know, that's a baby step. If that's magic, so I'm taking baby steps that way.
Well, that's the only baby step I took, and I feel you on that because the reason why I asked is because many of them are tying it back to Moorish situations, and you know that whole indigenous situation, and I mean, I get it, but I know talking to y'all on how we broke down this situation with the Moors versus, you know, not versus, but the Moors and other indigenous groups, if you will, somebody lying. And that's why I haven't really like looked into it like deeply just yet because of where I stand on Moabites and Islam. I can't wrap my head around that. And I know they say it's not the same as what the Arabs do today, but okay. So,
what do they do now? What do they do today?
well, Islam, you know, it's the Ishmael, the religion of Ishmael. You know what I mean? And they pray to Allah and all kind of stuff. But at the same time, the people who I don't want to call them witches because that's a word that you folk that made up. But these particular types of women, they identify with being Washita Moors, and they do magic. You know, they post about all kind of herbs and all kind of situations. But I'm wondering if under that pretense of being a Moorish American and what they believe, mine don't match up with that. So I'm like, who lying? Because I know magic has something.
Breaking up.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
No, it's staticky. You're staticky on my end.
Hold on, let me put my headphone in. How about now?
Yeah, that sounds better. I hope it catching good on the video. I didn't know you had headphones. I would have been said it. Now you got to start back. You got to go back.
So what I was saying, I don't know.
I can't hear.
Yes.
How about now?
Okay, right there.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Ms.J, you good?
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind.
Ms.J, she's being petty. Look at what she doing.
I'm not. Because when it fall down, you know I'm over here indecent, so it be getting caught up in
other stuff.
things and stuff. So it might have got locked up under a booty. But what I was saying is that when it comes to like our spirituality and stuff like that, we talked about energy and frequency and all kind of stuff. I'm starting to get exposed to people or women, not me, but women doing magic, like people who like you and I, and people who recognize that we are indigenous to this land. However, they identify with being Washita Moors. And I know our conversations and our understanding of the Moors and where it takes place in this spiritual journey, like we going based off of what's written in the Bible. I don't vibe with what they vibe with Islam and Allah, because it's Ishmael, according to my understanding. So what I'm saying is that yes, I feel led spiritually, like you just some of that stuff you said for the eclipse. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm not doing it towards a non-true entity, I guess, if you will. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be honoring. I don't know how to word it.
Well,
I'm caught up on the Moorish thing, but they all identify with that in Egyptian mysticism, if you will.
Well, it was in that video Ms.J sent. It said that what was that dude saying in that video, Miss Joyce? About it going to the wrong gods, it not really being passed through.
Yeah, by us calling on the names, the different names, those names are intercepting our prayers. So where we thinking that Jesus is, and I'm just using him for an example because everybody prays in the name of Jesus. Well, Jesus just accepted your prayers, intercepted your prayers from the real God. That's why it takes so long for your prayers to be answered. Versus if you say the Creator and go within you to find the answers, because the answers are within you. And once you go within you to find the answers, this is a lot of times why we can't hear. A lot of people say they can't hear hear their inner being or their inner spirit talking to them. Mm-hmm. Where you're supposed to hear it and be able to feel it, and people come and confirm what you were just saying or talking about. Oh. Did I lose y'all?
No, you didn't lose me. Because I was thinking that's true, and the times when I've been fasting, like on just a fruit and vegetable fast, people come to me and like tell me stuff randomly. It's like that's what it put my mind in, like rising your vibration by cleaning up your eating and cleaning up those little nasty habits that we have, the ones that don't nobody see.
I'm proud to say I've been 1 week vegan.
Uh-oh.
Vegan, and I didn't die.
You're so funny.
I did not die.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we just say I just say the Creator of all things.
The Most High.
Question for you. Huh? Question for you, because what you just described in some circles.
I can't hear you.
What about now?
You breaking up.
Dang. How about now?
It's still breaking. And Nina froze.
Oh, Lord. I can see.
That's what I can hear. No.
We can't even see you, Ms.J. Put on your camera.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ms. Joyce, you might have to move around because we can't see you. And that might be why it's breaking up.
Nina, you froze, but you're not breaking up.
Can you hear Fallon?
I can't hear Fallon at all.
You still can't hear me?
Y'all still can't see me?
Nope.
I don't know what this thing doing. Can y'all see me now? Y'all see my grandson Curtains, the Spider-Man? No? And Miss Nina, you froze. Fallon just got a picture. Can y'all see me now?
I only see your picture.
Now? I know I done turned on the light, but it's still dark.
No, have your phone went to sleep?
My husband called in.
Oh.
3 times until I answered him.
Well, it was fading out, probably because it was sitting still. But,
I dropped the mic.
Oh. Let me see. Can I see? Ms.J. You still breaking up.
Ms.J, you probably have to do your earpiece, your mouthpiece like me.
Take my earpiece out?
No.
Keep it in.
Y'all hear me now?
Your microphone, put it by your mouth.
No, don't take it out.
Huh?
Don't take it out.
I
No, don't take it out.
Okay, hold on. I put it back.
She talking about
I cannot get right.
Huh?
I said we having the most struggle trying to get right.
And then it's going in and out. Then I'm going back and forth. Okay, so we're all present and we can see everybody. All right. Now we done lost our train of thought.
Yeah, Fallon's picture froze. Nina just got her picture up there.
Really?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You can't see?
Changing rooms again. See?
I don't know why I think it's a motion detector on my camera.
We were talking about magic and the people that I had seen so far that was even on that kind of vibration. Is that it's something
about the magic?
Yes. Yes.
And that the Moors was practicing it and doing it.
What I'm saying is that everything I keep running across, it has something to do with some kind of magic, and the only people I see identifying with that outside of white pagan people is the Moors.
Wow.
And when you look up the meaning of all of this stuff, it's not what you think it is. You see what I'm saying? So I know it's some validity to it, but what's the real tea? What's the real magic? Because the only thing I found so far was Washita Moors doing it. Women.
I was going to say, and you know the lady that wrote that book, the 20th century, the guide to the 20th century, you know what I'm talking about? The book with the last names in it, the tribes.
Oh.
I don't remember.
The book that we bought with our last names.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Amin Ra, Radine Amin Ra. She identifies as a Washita Moor, I think, too. I'm gonna say I think. Let me go to the page. We'll just look it up.
I just saw a picture with Andre 3000 with a Moor shirt on. Most Def, he identifies with that.
But you know they would, because they in that Hollywood stuff, so they would.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't even think about it. And they look like the phenotype. When you're looking at phenotypes of Moors, their structure, especially Andre.
Him, maybe, yeah, but most Def, or I forget, excuse me, Yassine Bey, new name, Yassine Bey, he doesn't. because I see what you're saying. There is a look like that dark, smooth skin, and they eyes. It almost looks like they got eyeliner on. Them eyes be so dark. They be fine. I ain't gonna lie, but
right. They build be like kind of lean. I'm on the website. I think it was in her book that she said YC tall, something about YC tall. But anyway.
Dr. Delbert Blair says that they are descendants of the Olmecs. I just learned that.
Say that again.
Dr. Delbert Blair. So I've been on him heavy. Oh. Dr. Delbert Blair says that the Washita Moors are descendants of the Olmecs.
Really?
That's what he has said.
Yeah, that was on one of them 4-hour videos. Took me forever and ever to watch. I remember that video. He was talking about that.
So they are they work magic. That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah. Let me. Some people.
I think we all worked magic at some point.
Yeah.
Until the European came, but I believe it was like, what was your intent when you worked it? Because we know, right? They working spells and magic on us right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're using spells and working magic and all that right now on us to keep us in this sleep, or trying to, keep us not, waking up or not coming, getting up. So they working those spells and those magic, and then for those of us that's not trying to vibrate, higher, we're going to get caught up in it. That's why I was saying this weekend, we got to come up real high.
And
real high.
Yeah. I'm looking at the FIAAH.org website, which is Miss Ratings Ross, where she sells the book. And they have a lot of pictures on here of, it looks like, working magic. They have classes that you can take. It's a 40-week class. And let's see. They have registration on here. And they have a 12-week class. It's School of Ancient Wisdom and Healing Arts. I'm just in shock. So the Olmecs did what? What's their history?
Yeah, and that's them big heads in Mexico, right?
Right.
Yep.
They have an indigenous healer program. I did not know this was here.
Girl, let me go be nosy.
I can't be nosy yet.
But in all seriousness, I'm like, where does it fit? And I know it fits somewhere to some degree. But I ain't even trying to play. I don't want no play, nothing. Like, if that's what we're supposed to do, I want the real deal, the real power, so that we can fix what the F going on, or at least help protect our people, or something.
Can you see it, Miss Joyce?
That's why we out here butt naked.
Can you see it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are naked because we done lost our whatever it is. However you describe it, we lost it. And we're trying to find it.
What was that one on energy and vibration? Did we miss that one?
I said something for November. Damn, wait.
Oh, did y'all not know, which I just found this out today, that the new moon is going to be the moon on top of the total eclipse?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Y'all ain't hear that.
It's going to be the new moon, and then the Sabbath, right?
Yeah, because you right, because the Sabbath starts the day before. So that is the new moon for us. That's deep. And we supposed to be we don't supposed to do
Like I feel like
nothing.
we need to be. I feel like we need to have a candle, a leaf, something, an incense.
Something.
But I need to know that it got like I need to know what I'm doing. I need to be so. Because when I tell you, I feel so good on the inside about this upcoming solar eclipse. Like I just excited, and I don't know why, and I'm trying to find it. I know it means something good, but if you on that right vibration and frequency, but
look to the right. So about where are the prices for the classes? We need some prices. Let's see. Okay, enroll.
But see, is this?
Oh, say I see payment calendar.
Where?
Ain't that what that said?
Oh, payment center.
Oh, okay.
It ain't no prices. That's what I'm saying. Like, here you go, tuition. Let's see. Okay.
Oh.
I've seen some of the Moorish universities charge up to $5,000 for their classes. So this is a little on the cheaper side.
I can't see the prices.
Okay, so it says all 7 weeks to 10-week courses $350. Seminars are $50. Workshops are $100. Programs 2 years are $2,500. And it says scholarships are available. Students between the ages of 18 and 25 get a 30% discount. Couples are $600. So a scholarship will be this. Okay, so a scholarship for students between the ages of 18 to 25 is 30% discount. And then couples is $600 flat. And then seniors 67 plus is $250. And it's 10% sliding fee, and payment plans are available. I say whoop whoop for the payment plan. Whoop whoop.
Yep.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so ghetto.
But
whoop whoop.
Whose heritage is she teaching us about?
This look like the Olmecs. Let me see. Schools.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That looked like an Olmec picture up there.
This right here, the Institute for Indigenous American Studies supports Indigenous American people free or in captivity, self-determination in their quest to return to their inherited natural connection to a planetary earth consciousness by offering indigenous traditional knowledge of education. The Institute offers knowledge from our American Indian heritage combined with contemporary historical facts, insights of the last 500 years, and research about the past 5,000 years on Earth. The curriculum allows an Indigenous American student to articulate the complete picture of our Indigenous American peoples of the Western Hemisphere, experience of the past, present, and outlook for the future of our collective viability on our Earth. The courses and programs offered online, thank goodness, from the Institute for Indigenous American Studies are the first to tackle the mental shackles of ignorance created from the lack of educational information omitted from the Indigenous American education public school systems, prohibiting generations of Indigenous Americans to define in a scholastic paradigm the experience of their people since European introduction and invasion in the Western Hemisphere. We encourage all AHR registrants to continue with self-study, research, and become a part of the educational movement to empower people with knowledge of self as a people. Traditional knowledge is the key that allows one to possess information effectively into pro-action. And that's Ambassador Raydon A. Harrison. Studied.
You don't have a Moorish last name?
Who?
I'm sorry. My bad. a Moorish last name.
Now it used to be Amin Ra. She changed it from Amin Ra to America, and I guess she got married because now it's Harrison. So Amin Ra would be what that Egyptian. I ain't messing with y'all, and I can. Oh, I gotta stop.
I ain't messing with y'all.
Let me see. I gotta stop sharing because it's making that noise. Can y'all see it?
I don't see it now. I see you.
So y'all can't see the screen no more? Okay. I don't know why it started making that noise after a while. But anyway, I'm clicking on the page where it's showing what the school is. I wouldn't mind taking the class just so I can be able to explain to Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, because trying to piece it all together yourself take a lot longer. Okay, so this is the handbook with the last names in it that I have up. Yeah. I don't know what
we all got our books when Hiram Art suggested those books, right?
Well, I got mine recently because
okay.
I had already said I was gonna get it, but when I started looking it up, the book went from being it was like over $100.
Yeah.
And then it was unavailable on Amazon after that because so many people was trying to get their hands on it. And then I kept searching and found the website where it's just.
What's the title? I got another website. What's the title of it again? The actual title?
Well, get it from FIAAH because it goes directly to her.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I got mine directly from her too because I ordered it on Amazon. No, I'm lying. My son went to this bookstore here, Borders or something like that, and he got it, and it wasn't the right book. And then Amazon said they had one, but they didn't have one.
Right.
The one they did have, they wanted $100 and some for it, and I said, no. So I went to her website and got it.
Yeah, and then when you order from her, she autographs it and she stamps it. So it's cheaper and it's from her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she put the FIAAH information in the book, and she also signs you up for the email. So when she has a show, I think it's every Sunday. When she has a show, she'll email you the code so that you can call in and listen to the call. And I need to start doing that. It's no reason not to.
Yeah. I be forgetting.
Me too. Be the last thing on my mind. But yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a class. If y'all wanna sign up together, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the hidden ancestral identity of the American?
Yeah, that's it. You see it.
Yep.
I don't know, but with the Moors, they I had got an email from somebody. They had the university. Let me see if I can get that email back. They had the university, and what they were teaching was astrology class, and the beginning class was 500, and it was a couple of weeks, but the advanced class was like 5,000, and it was like a 2-year program.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of pricey. Of course, I'm pretty sure you can payment plan. I probably still you can, but like no payment plan. But I don't know. I think somebody got to take it. So if they got a payment plan, I'm all for it. I'll reach out to her next time she email me. My other thing is right, but not so much as what they believe. You just getting this information. You know what I'm saying? Because they teaching a general history of the Anasazi that you didn't get in school. I don't know about the 2-year program. That's a long time, but I'll take one of the shorter classes just to see. She has one called Introduction to Something. And of course, if she reel me in, you know, I take, because I just think we piecing together everything literally from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's about to drive me up the wall.
Right.
Books.
I mean, piecing it together. All of us is digging somewhere.
Full-time jobs.
Yeah, and if that can be, if it can be concentrated into one spot and I can learn at my own pace, that'll be, you know, worth it, I think. Let me see. I don't know. And then I'm just thinking about what you said about the magic, honey. Like, because that's what these old pictures look like. Y'all see them? Oh. Hold on.
Your screen not up. I can't even see Ms.J either.
You can't see me again? I'm sitting up here, y'all. I'm going to have to get out the phone. I'm yawning.
Right.
I see you. I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
Well, before you go, let me tell y'all something.
All right.
Something to ponder on. Bomb the clock.
I can't hear you.
All right, this is something to ponder on. This is what I'm digging on right now. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So we're talking about magic, and we know that magic in the Bible is described as evil, witchcraft, devil, food. You know what I mean? All of those adjectives, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I looked up the word devil, right? And the word for devil is evil spirit, false god, attacker, to throw something across somewhere. A cross, wink wink. It means to throw a beam or a ray, to torture. It also means agony, and it also has da in there, which means to divide. Now, one of the words that's related to devil is Satan or Shaitan, right? That's what they tell us. But the definition of Satan is an accuser or a slanderer. They would definitely call me a devil right now because I'm accusing the F out of them and slandering the F out of them because the truth is coming to light. And the words that's related to one of the words that they put in the etymology was a word that sounds like ghoul, Ghoul. And that, I think, is the real sense of the devil, because devil, demon, Satan, Lucifer, all those are different things. And we talk about magic, and it ties together. I'm going to leave it at that. I would say look it up, because you'd be surprised what you find.
How you gonna leave us hanging?
Because Ms. Joy said she had to go to bed.
Well, you had already started telling us what it means.
Yeah, she already started reading. I'm sitting up listening now.
Right.
Oh, hell. But I'm trying to look. I be trying to learn how to pace myself and cut my own stuff off, because y'all know I be going in. Y'all know it.
Well, tell us that little part.
So the whole thought process was me remembering that they invert everything. And I already found that, well, we already know that God in the Bible isn't what we think it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we really, the whole word in and of itself, we need to change our perception on how we view the word, because God and creator are two totally different things. God is literally all those lesser energies that you talked about earlier. That's what they are. So you could, quote unquote, consider yourself a God because you're on a lesser frequency right now. But aside from that, it made me think about if they playing around with the word God, who people think is the creator, they fooling them, then they got to be fooling us about who the devil is, or all of that stuff, right? So I just read to you the etymology of the word devil, and then we know in Israel's redemption videos when she talk in her book, she talks about Dabal and all of that, false white God, all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Keep in mind they call like anything black and dark, devilish, right? And our spirituality was paganism or devil worship, let them say, or satanic worship. So some other words that's related to the word devil and that word ghoul or guele, you can pull it up on the etymology to put in devil. The related words are kill, parliament, embolism, an emblem, hyperbole, parable. Another word is parole. And it also means to cower. And another word that's tied to it is symbol. So devil and symbol has some kind of connection together. And symbol is a creed or a religious belief, which they put symbols on everything. And it also means a mark, which is a permit, ticket, or a license. And it also means to throw. So in the Bible, it talks about the mark of Cain or the mark of the beast or something like that, right?
Yeah, mark of Cain and mark of the beast. Yep.
Keep in mind that's tied to the word devil, right? And G-H-O-U-L. It says it also talks about a mark that distinguishes Christians from pagans. That's literally written in the etymology. When you go through and it says, see this word or that word that's connected to it, it means that which is thrown or cast together. It means stroke of a missile, beam, or bolt. Contrasting and comparing things. It also means a token used to determine if someone is genuine. That's a symbol. It's something which stands for something else. Basically how they took our identity and all kind of stuff. It's a devilish deed, right?
Yeah.
And it also an outward sign. How many times we didn't roll across Bible verses about outward signs, a sign for the ages, this, that, and the third? What if that's really them and they're the devil that they trying to make us out to be? Because all the stuff that all of this stuff that this word actually means and what it describes is them missile, something that's thrown together, a mark that distinguishes Christians from pagans. That's what the word devil means in the etymology. And then what I did was I went to look up the word ghoul.
Breaking up, Fallon.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I looked up the word ghoul, G-H-O-U-L.
Now you sound like a robot voice.
I don't know how to fix it. Is it still robot-y?
I can hear you fine.
It's like your picture froze or something. It's not even a picture. It's like a blue blur.
Oh, Lord. I don't know.
Well, I pulled up Google.
Okay.
Miss Joyce, move your phone.
Okay.
Okay.
But the word ghoul goes back to a word called A-L-G-O-L, which has something to do with Perseus. So that's Greek mythology. So my whole point is that the words aren't what we think they are. And if you go into the 2-letter lookup and put in the word devil, like you just type it in D-E-V-I-L, the word is shed, which has the sha and the da. And guess what it means? A demon or devil. But demon is not the same as devil. I know it's confusing. I know it sounds real tedious and extra, but I really feel like we need to really know this because it's some trickery. So if you type in the word devil in the 2-letter lookup, the word shed or shada, sha and da, means demon and devil. And another word is sa'ir or sa'ir, and it means hairy, he-goat, buck, shaggy, he-goat, sacrificial animal, kid, which is a baby goat, rough or demon-possessed goat. Okay, so you know that, right? Now, I gotta go to the etymology because I stopped writing at that point. You go to the etymology and put in the word demon.
Okay.
You see it says demon just means a spirit, a deity, divine power, lesser god, a guiding spirit, a tutelary deity, which sometimes includes souls of the dead, one's genius, lot, or fortune. It also means divider. At the same time, it means provider of fortunes or destinies, or has the word da in it, which means to divide. And then it says when you get to the Greek, the Christian Greek translations and Vulgate for God of the heathen. Who they call the heathen?
It's them. They're the heathen. They can try to call us that, but we're not.
Hashtag facts. So, but I'm just saying, see how they play with the words, because how we, in our reality, we made all these words mean the exact same thing, which is evil, evil, evil. But all of these words so far, and this the first paragraph, the whole paragraph we just read, it is nothing evil with how they've described it so far. Now it says when they got to the Christian, the Greek Vulgate, God of the heathen, and an unclean spirit. And it says Jewish authors earlier had employed the Greek word in this sense, using it to render shadim or lords or idols in the Septuagint. So now that makes me, I'm not going to read all the rest of it. You can go and read some more because it gives just a little bit more of an explanation. But now it makes me wonder, because I know there's like a book of demons or something like that too. And if they hold true to how they act and how they've been acting since the beginning, they invert everything. And all I'm saying is it just is going to take, it warrants a second look. That's all. I'm not saying I'm like, ooh, let's worship demons. No. But I'm just saying it warrants a second look. And with us talking about magic and all this kind of stuff, I'm just saying, I feel like in my spirit, it kind of somewhere along the lines, it might cross each other somewhere. I just don't know how yet.
I'm looking at it, and it says also the original mythological, yeah, that sense is sometimes written as daemon for the purposes of distinction. The demon of Socrates was daemonion, a divine principle or inward oracle. His accusers and later the church fathers, however, represented this otherwise, and that's the demon star. You so funny.
You see what I'm saying? They just with that trickery, man. Trickery. And then we ain't even going into the 2-letter lookup. Like the 2-letter lookup is just a whole different child. This is why I be in a rabbit hole. This is why I be in a rabbit hole.
And it's still going back to the name Agal, which is a variables.
But that's after they changed it to mean to represent it otherwise. That Al-Gol is the word ghoul that I talked to y'all about. I did write that one down.
Yep, that's
and
what
that's
it's saying.
The one that deals with Perseus.
Who is Perseus?
He like Hercules some kind of way.
So,
Ms.J, you all right?
Yeah.
All right over there? You like you ain't gonna make it?
I'm not.
And then I'm sorry.
4 o'clock this morning.
Ms.J, you need to hang up because you got to go to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I get up at 4 again.
Yeah, hang up.
Yes, go to bed, but just know that that's what I'm on right now. So if you come across anything, just shoot me a text. Let me know.
And I'm going, you said.
Okay.
And you said Percy he's just like Hercules.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Peace and power to y'all. Thank you for joining in on our conversation. We're really gonna wrap this up. We're an hour and 34 minutes in. Like we'll go on and on.
Thinking, look, we wrap this up, but just guess who's still in the rabbit hole?
Right.
Somebody help us. Y'all need to read, study, help us. It's too work.
All right, ladies. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Buenas noches.